Hi, this is Charlotte Stevens, and this is 5 minutes what parents can do to empower their students. So, I want to say to parents, especially parents of color, I am an educator, and when it comes to what would motivate me or what lights a fire under my behind, it is when a parent contacts me. So whether that is via email or cell phone, text, whatever. When a parent contacts me, I pay attention. So as a parent, you have a lot of power in supporting your child and making sure that they are getting the education that you would want them to have to be equipped to navigate this world. So you definitely want to be in contact with the teacher, and you want to let them know that you are active, you are attentive, engaged parent who is paying attention. So not to come, at the teacher necessarily in an adversarial manner, but to let them know that you are present and, that's your child. And to be the mama bear or the papa bear that you are, and to let them know I'm here. And also let them know if there's any issue, contact me. So make your presence known. And I would ask questions like, what opportunities do you provide my child to process a lot of the things that my child is experiencing as an African American child in this climate? So maybe that's getting an idea of what type of topics are going to be presented. I might say something like, what do you do in your classroom to make sure that my child feels safe and expressing themselves and making sure that they're not going to be bullied or deal with any racism? What opportunities do you provide in talking about racism or in recognizing the contributions of African Americans in your curriculum? So I'd be very direct about these topics, and I'd be like, how comfortable are you talking about racism? How much do you know about the Muslim ban? How much do you know about the deportations that are happening? How much do you know about the discomfort between the African American community and the police? How aware are you about these issues? And where is my child going to see themselves in the curriculum? Stay engaged with the teacher. I don't think it's necessarily beneficial to be defensive, but to raise awareness and to let the instructor know that you expect these things. And if the sad truth is that the curriculum is super Eurocentric, and you cannot just trust that your child is learning anything positive about their contributions to society. And I can tell you as an educator, it's not there. It's not there at the levels it needs to be. White kids aren't learning it. So when students graduate 12 years, they're not required to really know anything outside of what white people have done. So it leads to an erosion of self-confidence and belief in themselves, and mistrust among other mistrust among their own and other communities of color. And a lot of times, as parents of color, we supplement that with things outside of the classroom. But really, what we need to demand is that our children's needs and their story and our ancestors' stories are being told, because that's America. America is the contributions of all these people of color and the exploitation of all these in communities of color. And so there's no reason, there's no excuse for us being absent in the curriculum. And there's all kind of things teachers can do. If you find that instructors are not receptive, or if they're just like, I don't know what I can do, or I'm doing the best I can, you can direct them to my channel, and for them to gain more information, you can put them in contact with me. I have like over 80 things that schools can do to make students of color or marginalized populations feel safer and feel more represented. And these are low cost or no cost ideas. So there's no shortage of possibilities and of things, things that people can create. And especially when you utilize the student power, you have students who are extremely creative and students who are absolutely invested in making sure that their stories are told. So there's ways that this can be done. But for parents, it's very important that you understand that you are a motivating factor for teachers. You do get our attention. You do scare us into action. And so to recognize that you have a voice and that you can support your student by checking in with teachers, sending them an email, sending them a phone call, going in person when you can, going to PTA meetings, mobilizing with other parents, getting numbers to support you. And also, absolutely mobilize white parents who are also understand the urgency of this issue, because you need white allies. So those are my tips for parents on how you can better support Black and brown kids, and I hope that's helpful in the school year, and until justice is real. This is Charlotte Stevens signing off. Peace.